I go to a convention, I want to make sure the tech devices I am bringing with me are secure, lightweight, and they wouldn't let anyone snoop on my data. Kingston recently released this IronKey Vault Privacy 80, and I took this with me to visit family. Then I went to DEF CON, which is the biggest hacker convention in the world, and this is why I'm really loving using this device. So what's the deal? Well, often with portable SSDs or hard drives or USB sticks, there is absolutely no security. If you lose it and somebody picks it up in a convention ballroom, or if you leave it in your hotel room and room service is feeling curious, they could see all the data that is being stored on the device. That can be really bad if it's something personal, like personal information. In my case, that could be really bad if I'm under an embargo with a company and I'm working on editing a video, or if I've saved important files related to getting paid for work from clients or whatever it might be. The Kingston IronKey Vault VP80ES looks to solve this by making a portable SSD that requires secure authentication in order to access the data which is stored on it. Now, the nice thing is an external SSD like this one is going to be platform agnostic, meaning you can use this with any operating system that you want. The downside of this is it's going to cost more and it will probably be a little slower as well. So I am testing both of those theories today. Hey, I'm Shannon Morse. Welcome to Morse Code. The holidays are coming up really soon, so subscribe if you want pro tech recommendations for the gifting season. So here's the device. As you can see, you can connect it via USB-C, which is up at the top, to any PC, Mac, or Linux machine. It actually comes with a couple of connector cables. You have USB-C to USB-C. There's also a USB-A connector as well in case you need it. And it comes with this really nice carrying pouch for both the SSD as well as the cables. It's pretty lightweight as well at 262 grams. It's easy to fit into bags or purses as needed. On the top, it does have that USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C connector, and you don't need any kind of special software to use it. You just plug it in and you turn it on. When you turn it on, the screen on the front will display prompts so you can access your data. Now, the first time I had used this, I had to set up an admin password via this touch screen on the front. I found that it was easiest whenever I touch the screen with my fingernails as opposed to my fingertip, because my nail gives me a little bit more of a precise touch and it's not capacitive. You can also use a stylus for the touchscreen if you prefer. It comes in 3 different sizes. There's a 480 gig, 960 gig, and 1920 gigs, and only one color, blue. That's the only option, and it does have this really nice zinc shell, so it feels really premium in the hand. The one I am reviewing here is the 960 gig option. Prices are going to vary based on retailer. On Amazon, you can get them for $265, $350, or $489 respectively at time of recording. However, we all know Amazon prices tend to fluctuate, especially around the holiday season. Now, since it is encrypted with FIPS 197 certified xts-aes 256-bit encryption, that's pretty dang solid and secure. It will stop most pin cracking attempts and brute force attempts at hacking the device. Kingston did this by allowing the user to set a maximum attempt at the password before the contents are completely wiped and destroyed. This means if somebody tries to brute force the passcode to break into my SSD right here, it will basically self-destruct the files. The default is 15 attempts, but you can lower this as you prefer, or you can max it out. And for the folks out there who really want to know the technical details, it uses a common criteria EAL5 plus certified secure microprocessor. So upon that first setup, you connect it via USB to your computer like I have done so here. That turns it on, it does the self-test, and then you choose your language, your admin password. At minimum, that has to be 6 characters, and then you can set up the settings like a user account, for example. So let's go ahead and go through the admin settings on the screen interface so you can get familiar with what you can do on here. So I will go ahead and type in my PIN code. You probably noticed that the keys were randomized, so they aren't set in the same place all the time. I'm going to click connect, and that will connect me to the solid state device. It's now unlocked and connected. On this front page, you have connect, read only mode, settings, and languages. I'm going to choose settings. Here we have our admin settings and options that you can choose from. So from the main settings menu, you can change the password up at the top. You can set up a user account right underneath that, so a separate user from the admin. You can also go into read-only mode, and then we have this thing called password rules. I'll click into password rules so I can show you what those do. So these rules can be requiring both numbers and letters, one or the other, whichever you prefer. So you can click on one, click on both, or click on neither, and then click the little check mark to save your settings. Underneath that, we have password length. I can increase this all the way up or go back down to the default, which was 6. You can go all the way up to 64 characters. Let's go ahead and go back and I'll go to the next page. On this next page, we have the top setting, which is password counter. I'll click into there. Here's where you can set up how many times the password is tried, with 15 being the default, but it can be increased up to 30 attempts. I have mine set to the default, which is 15. As you probably noticed before, my key layout was totally randomized, so it changes every single time I turn on the SSD. So I do have that enabled, but you can disable it through those same settings. You can also set an auto lock time. Mine is set to 1 hour. Since I do a lot of editing, this totally makes sense for my use case scenario. However, if you have a different threat model, then you may want to change that yourself. Underneath there, we have changing the brightness of the display and the language. On the next page, we can securely erase the SSD. You can calibrate touch if you notice that the touch is off, and you can also disable the touch sounds. You will probably notice that there are some sounds in the background because I do have that enabled. It just helps me pay attention. So once you have all of your settings set, you can go back and you can connect to your device. I think that's pretty cool. I like that you can lock it, but you can also keep it plugged in, or you can shut it down completely, which also locks it automatically as well. They do recommend shutting it down completely before you unplug it, just to save any files and keep you from accidentally corrupting anything. Now, I appreciate you listening to this review, and I wanted to give a special shout out to Kyle C for supporting my content on Patreon. Check out any of the links down below to support this channel, or just hit subscribe. That always helps too. Now, again, as mentioned previously, no software is required, so you can just drag and drop files over to the SSD that you want to protect and take with you. As for speed testing, Kingston states that this will hit about 250 megs per second read and write, and my own tests were pretty close to that as well. I was able to take this on the go and edit straight from the device in 4K and render files in about half the length of time. So for example, if I did a 10-minute 4K video, I will get a final export out of Adobe Premiere Pro in about 5 minutes. That's wonderful. That's faster than my desktop. Using Crystal Disk Mark, which is such an old tool, but it's still used to this day, I saw read-write speeds on par with my expectations given Kingston's quoted speeds, sometimes even a little faster. So I was pretty happy to see that. So if you want a basically plug-and-play answer to portable storage with excellent security, then this one is hard to beat. No, it's not going to be as fast as some of my standard SSDs, but it's got security built in. And I can edit 4K videos straight from the device, and that's really important to me. If you are curious about more portable, secure file storage options, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the videos here if you are interested in seeing more of my content. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Shannon Morse. Bye, y'all.